All right, it's our CSC Fall Camp preview and fall coverage brought to you by Far West Cuisine in Chadron. Food from around the world. Tevon Wright and Jahani Wright are with us here today. A couple of guys who grew up together down in Florida. Older brother, younger brother. It's going to be a lot of fun to talk to these two guys here today. And I can tell you, before we got on the video stream here, we were talking coming into the office in the room here, and you can feel that buzz through these guys getting ready for the season. Tevon, you're ready to go, man. This is senior year.
It's my senior year. I got to go out. You know, we've been practicing for a long time, fall camp. We got this 2-week period of preparing for Black Hills, and we're ready to get after it. We're ready.
Yeah, absolutely stoked. And you got your younger brother Jahani here with you, and is a member of the team. And Jahani's a redshirt freshman.
Yep.
Tevon, you're coming in, true senior, right?
Yep.
Yeah, true senior. It's a thing now with Chadron State. Guys used to redshirt most of their freshman years. You were one of those guys that kind of started that trend of more true freshmen getting to play. And question for both of you guys to answer, and maybe Jahani, we'll start with you as a redshirt freshman. How excited are you to play side by side here with your brother?
You know, it's an amazing feeling, man. This is like, I just can't wait to get on the field. Like, you know, we always played together, like since we was little. Going on like Optimus team, we was always on the same team, so we kind of have that chemistry together. So it's just going to be an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Same thing, Tevon.
Yeah,
you got your younger brother here.
Yeah, like my senior year, he was a sophomore. I don't know, like something about a year. We played good together.
Yeah.
Like that, it's just a good feeling to know I'm on the same team as my brother, same field, sharing that same experience with him. It's a great experience.
What does this is a question where I want you guys to answer kind of for the other side.
Okay.
Tevon, what does your brother Jahani bring to the offense? Tell us what we're going to see out of him this year.
Well, you're going to see a lot. He's one of those versatile guys. You can see him at kick return, punt return, slot outside. He's a quick, shifty guy. You know, he's one of those guys that'll make you look silly out there. So you'll see a lot of oohs and ahs out of him, and those big plays you're going to get out of my little brother.
Boy, we're going to love to see that. Jahani, tell us what we're going to see out of Tevon now here in his senior year.
And for Tevon, you know, he's like one of them guys, like he's going to get the ball. Like if the ball's up in the air, he's going to get it. Like that's him.
Gotta attack it.
That's just him. That's what he do. He make plays, you know, and then he's just going to get after it.
He does get after it. And I remember a game, Mesa last year, you went up and stretched out and grabbed this football in the end zone. And I swear you grew 2 feet on each end of your body to get that football, Tevon. How do you go up and make those type of catches? It's just incredible.
It's one of those things where you rep a lot. You know, you see that ball in the air, you got to know how to jump and when to jump, because sometimes that's a tricky part of like reading that ball and knowing when to high point it. So it's one of those things where you just rep a lot, and you're going to get that feel for that knack for that ball and just go get it.
Tevon and Jahani right here with us, a senior and redshirt freshman from down in Florida. The brothers get to play together this season. It's going to be fun to watch, fans. And let's continue along with some fall camp stuff, guys. And just overall fall camp, how has the process and the progression been for you guys and for the team? Do you feel like it's been a good camp for CSC coming in?
It's been a really good camp for us. We've learned a lot about ourselves, our offense, and particularly like we're gonna shock the world. You will see in this. I'm not over exaggerating, but Coach Master is the mastermind, and you guys. I can't wait to to go out and show you guys.
Right.
But yeah, our team is progressing really good. Everybody's getting that knack each other, that camaraderie, that is
chemistry.
Yep, it's coming. Offense, you know, guys like Steven.
Yeah.
My little brother, he got Thermo's all-around player. Jackson, Brandon Fullerton, Dalton, 1-4 back there. You know, he gonna sling it. It's Dalton. He gonna sling it. And O-line. Our O-line is really what I'm really like surprised about and really most happy about, because we're really looking good up front, big and strong and ready to get after it.
Tevon, you brought up a lot of really interesting and good points about the offense. I don't think I'm going to be too shocked about what you guys are going to do. I'm expecting it. I know what we've got, but man, the RMAC's going to have to definitely be put on notice. It'll be fun to watch you to take on those defenses. And Jahani, your brother brought up Dalton Holst as the quarterback, and you've been able as a freshman to be around him for 1 year now as a redshirt, getting to jump in and get game action. What's the chemistry like with you and starting QB Dalton Holst? Do you guys feel like you're on that same page and ready to go?
Yeah, for the most part, we on the same page. You know, I try to get reps with him like all the time, like right on the ear. I try to be the first one, you know, get reps with him and stuff like that. So it's, you know, we just day by day, you know, just still adjusting to the, you know, offense and stuff like that. So yeah.
Tevon was talking about going up and high pointing a football or going up at the right time, that timing maybe to go up and make a catch. Jahani, what do you feel like is something that really makes a wide receiver great? Is it footwork? Is it speed off the line? Is it route running? Is it high pointing the football? What is it that makes a wide receiver really good?
Well, for me, I feel like speed have to do a lot of things, but I also feel like you have to at some point of the game you're gonna have to like high point. It's just natural. That come with the game. So I just feel like the more reps you get with that, practicing, high pointing the ball, you should be good.
Just attacking the ball,
just being a monster and stuff like that.
I like it.
Yeah, attacking the ball and just like being an overall beast, like blocking, knowing defenses, studying film. That's a big part.
Little things too.
Because the more you know, the more you see, and you out there, if you know what coverage they in, the game just becomes slower for you. You know what I mean? That was one thing I had to learn from my first year until now was understanding coverages. Because once you know what they're gonna do, you know where the sweet spot at. You know where to like make certain cuts, what I can and cannot do. So just having an overall IQ for the game, it slows down tremendously. Because my first year to now, the game is much more slower for me, and it's just I'm just going there playing. And once you can play full speed without thinking, it's over with.
And like for me, I'm still adjusting to like the offense. So like once I get like more repetition, I should be like good and straight. So yeah.
Your teammates are going to like to hear about that wide receiver blocking. They it's so important in our offense, with the backfield that we have, and some of your teammates and those guys catching balls and getting downfield. And Jahani, you feel like you're developing as a blocker? Still several years at college to come, but coming out of high school now in your second year, you getting used to that blocking?
I'm getting the hang of it. Yeah, it's like I'm still getting the hang of it.
For him, my little brother, it's more of like he's like, because Coach Sonny, he's a real like, he go hard for blocking. Like that's one of his pet peeves, blocking.
Yeah. And
blocking is nothing but effort, But what I try to teach my brother is like little tricks and techniques. Sometimes you got to know where they're going to be at, because you can't run it right at him, because a DB is going to react to what we're doing. So for him, sometimes he just get caught up running so fast to him and not knowing where like he's going to be at. So I try to teach him like, don't run where he's at, run to where he's going to be at, because he's going to react. He's not going to stay one spot. So for him, he's getting a lot better, because at first he was kind of shaky, but now he's getting the hang of it, just going and knowing he's going to be at. That goes along with knowing the offense and knowing like what defense is going to do. Defense is not going to sit there and just play and sit there. They're going to attack to and react to what we're doing. So once he's getting that now, right, and it's really good. And Coach Sonny, I can say his biggest pet peeve is blocking. Like we emphasize blocking every single day in practice. Like before every practice, we start off with big cat drill, and that's just us going against each other, just head on blocking and seeing who got that drive and who got that want to. Because that's all it is, blocking. It's effort and want to. And then once you get developing like the physical part of it, you know how the defense is gonna play to what we have in front of them. So when they react, you react. So
I love that answer, Tevon. I was going to ask you guys what you have been teaching Jahani last year and this year, and then Jahani, what you feel like, especially during your freshman year up here last season, what Big Brother has been teaching you about playing the college football game. It sounds like he's really helping you develop your blocking skills. What other kind of things have you learned just kind of observing Tevon and that he has taught you over the last year's college football guy?
For the most part, he just taught me just give more effort. Just give more effort. Even if you're tired, just give effort. So yeah.
Tevon, what would you say? Obviously, blocking's been something big you want to bring him along with. And what have you tried to show him now that you're a senior?
So like I said, effort is one of the things. It's not even just me; just our team is based on effort first. Because they would play a guy with effort and a guy that's talented. So effort is one thing that we look at the most for our team. Coach Long, Coach Masters, everybody. Coach Asani, effort is a big thing for us. Now, more in the skill part of it is more setting up routes. In high school, you could just do a simple curl route or a corner route without doing the head fake. But now, DBs in college, they're trained to just sit on that. Once you rise, you go. When they sit in DBC, you rise, and then you're gonna break down. So I try to tell him is try to stay low, at that low pad level, and learn how to create routes. Over the summer, I told him write down our route tree and show me 2 different ways to run each route, because you got to be creative, and receiver is an art. It's really knowing how to set your route up and know the feel for the zone and everything. So it's really an art that you have to learn and really be in your books and research about, because creativity in our route running is really it's going to help you to get open and get that separation, because our big thing with receivers, we have to get some type of separation to catch that ball. So I try to tell them a lot is the effort we look for first, and being creative in your route. Because you can't be no stiff right. You got to be one of those guys, especially him. People gonna fear him because he has that speed, that quickness off the line. So they're gonna threat. They're already gonna be on their toes by his speed. So once you start to create separation and set up routes, it's over with. He's gonna be a nightmare for the RMAC. And I'm telling you, once he gets developed, I'm really excited to see my little brother, because a lot of people say he's good. They always say, oh, he looking to me. But no, it's kind of one of those things where I know how good he's gonna be. He don't even know how good he's gonna be, and I'm just ready to see it. When we played in high school, it was good. Like, we had that chemistry, and it was just you guys gonna see. I'm really excited to see my little brother play, and it's a great experience.
You guys seem real close.
Yeah,
very close, good buddies, maybe best of friends. And would you guys say that were your best friends? Obviously very close. So when you were little kids growing up, did you go out just play a lot of football together? Did you do everything together?
That's what we did was football. Back in Florida, that's
did track.
That's
too.
what we do. Football is
stuff together.
Pretty much any sport you guys would play it together.
Yeah.
Football was the number one sport for us. We got introduced early. I started playing at six.
Yeah.
I was 7. He was 6. Even younger than that. But football is one of those things that we just had that drive and love for from our early age. Playing in the streets with our friends on the block. It was...
Absolutely, and we've got some fun questions coming up in 4 Downs about football and your high school days and your youth days down in Florida, a talent-rich state of football that we're fortunate to have you guys come all the way out to Nebraska to come and play up here for the Chadron State Eagles. Tevon Wright here on the left, Jahani Wright, younger brother, over on the right, as we continue on with these gentlemen in our fall camp preview and our season preview. And Jahani kind of goes into what we've been talking about, but I guess, what do you want to accomplish most here in your first year as one of the primary players here for Chadron State? What's maybe your top goal here in your season?
Well, my top goal is just to adjust to the offense more, play faster. Like he said, the more you know your playbook, you go play faster, and you go have that drive. Like if coach call it play, just do it. You won't even have to think about it. So that's the most important goal right now for me.
Tevon,
it's your senior year. What is your ultimate goal here this season?
I got a lot of goals this season. I have a lot of goals. First thing, I want to be that guy on the team that just to know that when they see me number 9 on the field, they know I'm that dude. Like, teams are gonna know, like, you got to watch out for him. I got goals of being all conference. My goal is to get 15 plus touchdowns. I had a goal of receiving yards of 1,500. That's a big goal, because I was looking at the stats from last year, top leading receivers, and that's going to get me to that point where I'm that guy.
Yeah.
So I got to go out there and have that drive, and me having that 15 plus touchdowns and 1,500 yard receiver, being all conference, being all region, and so forth, and just being that number 1 guy. Like, I want teams to know that I'm coming to mess our defense up. And this is my last year. This is my only year to go out there and show it, leave it on the field.
Yeah.
There's 3 years went by fast for me, and it's crazy how fast it went. But there's no better time than now. I feel like everything is happening in a good time for me right now. How everything's going on with the offense, and just how my brother's with me, and it's gonna be good. I feel like it's perfect timing for me. This is the year that I will have what I said I'm gonna have.
Yeah, this year he always talk about it all summer. He talk about I'm gonna go ham. So you go see.
Well, I like how you brought up the summer, Jahani, because I live in Chadron. I drive around campus, run campus in the summertime, see players and you guys working out and stuff. And Tevon, there was an afternoon, drove by the football field. You were running the sidelines, and it was probably 98 degrees. And man, he is working hard for this next season. And you have a plan. You've got defined goals of yards and touchdowns and those individual things. It's so important to have a plan and a roadmap laid out, isn't it? And then that off-season work is huge. And a lot of your guys' teammates have talked about that off-season. It sounds like all you guys have really been putting it in there.
Yep. This off-season, we worked. Coach EJ, our strength and condition coach, was practicing on having a faster team, and that's what we are. We are a faster team. We worked all summer for it, and they're gonna fear that speed. Like I said, like our teams, not the same team you've seen in the past. We worked hard for this. We had the most guys stay over summer since I've been here. We had 60+ guys stay over here, and that's really big. That means we have players on the team that's buying into the program and actually going on to try to be the best team in RMAC. And Coach EJ got us to that point where we will be the best team on the field.
That is just great to hear about that dedication everybody's putting in over the summer. All right, you guys want to go 4 downs?
Yep.
All right, Tevon and Jahani. We'll go 4 downs with Tevon Wright and Jahani Wright.